Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, April 17th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, after about 6 hours of deliberation, a jury comes back with a verdict against the man charged with killing 4 people in Lanham. Daryl Ballard is said to have callously pulled the trigger on 2 women and 2 children 4 years ago. Denise Douglas has the details and reaction from the family.
In one word, family members of the victims who you see in front of the courthouse right there behind me say they are relieved with the guilty verdict that just came down against Daryl Ballard. In a case punctuated with emotion, there is a sense of relief at a guilty verdict.
We're relieved and we're just grateful to everyone that was involved.
Carolyn Shaw and other family members of the victims have cried many tears in the courtroom waiting for this moment.
Justice was done.
Shaw remembers her beloved niece, Dawn Brooks. Brooks, her 3-year-old daughter and 5-year-old son, along with their aunt, were gunned down by Daryl Ballard in 2010. In testimony, his girlfriend, seen here on the right in this picture, described how he callously shot each person at close range in this Lanham apartment because he believed Brooks had someone steal his stash of marijuana.
We had forensic evidence in this case, DNA. We had a confession in this case. We had a co-defendant in the case. So the evidence was overwhelming in the case.
And also Brooks admits the case touched a nerve because of its graphic nature and the young children involved. Even the seasoned prosecution team says it was tough at times to get through.
Handling homicides for 12 years, it's not often you see children executed. Mr. Ballard is a person who really without any human emotion decided to take the life of a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And as you heard in the confession yesterday, they weren't going to talk, they couldn't do anything. It was a cowardly move beyond all measure.
In the end, it took a jury only about 6 hours to convict Ballard, bringing some level of closure to this family.
The tears were justified, and we're just glad it's over.
The next step is that Daryl Ballard will be sentenced and he is facing life in prison. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
In addition to the murder charges, Ballard was also convicted of 4 counts of using a handgun in the commission of a felony and 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder. He was found not guilty of 1 count of commission to commit murder. Well, BGE is investigating the cause of a damaging power surge in Laurel. Residents tell CTV News that it caused a small bursts in their homes, destroying some appliances and electronics. CTV's Darcy Spencer has the story.
The lights went out 3 or 4 times, and then there was a big bang.
Jim McSeany shows the 2 burned-out surge protectors that did their job in this historic Laurel home.
When I went in the basement, I could smell smoke.
Fortunately, there was no fire, but his flat-screen TV won't turn on now. McSeany's among the West Laurel residents who experienced damage from the power surge.
And I was watching television and heard a boom, a really loud sound in my basement, and I went down and there was smoke coming out of my electrical box.
Don Delfont shows where his protector was replaced in his basement. He said the power in his historic home had also gone on and off in the days leading up to the explosion.
It cost me a grand total of $414 because I had to replace get an electrician in, had to replace the power surge, and also I had another power surge on my computer which also blew.
BGE officials say it appears high and low voltage lines somehow touched. The problem has been corrected.
You can hear something in there, I guess a fuse or whatever broke, so.
The fire department was called to Dave Rouse's home when his wife smelled something burning. Again, the protectors worked, but now he has an outlet that won't and an appointment with an electrician.
We've talked to BG&E. They said they're aware of the problem. So, we'll see what they do about it. Like I said, some people, our neighbors have said that they lost some appliances. We got lucky. I don't think we did.
Darcy Spencer, CTV News.
BGE spokesperson Rachel Leidy says the company is still trying to track down the cause of the surge. She says customers who have damage can contact the claims department. But Leidy also says residents should contact their homeowner's insurance company to see if the damage is covered. Well, Metro's chief financial officer and deputy general manager of administration steps down after an audit found the agency awarded millions in no-bid contracts. The audit also showed that Metro didn't stick to contracts rules and steered work to a company that lacked expertise for the job. Carol Kissel has been with WMATA for 5 years and is leaving as customers prepare to spend more for rides amid the scandal.
The customer service stinks. Really stinks, and I really think it's a financial scandal going on about Metro and everything. It's a nice commodity to have a subway and a bus system, you can live around it, but the customer service stinks. If I gotta get to work, and I gotta pay more, and I don't make that much to make it there, how am I gonna get to work in the first place?
And are you at all concerned, given there may be some kind of financial scandal going on at the same time?
Well, now I mention it, yes, I'm really nervous.
I've been riding Metro for almost 12, 13 years, but right now, I don't know if it's a scandal or not, but I mean, my understanding, I've seen people say, well, they got to raise prices because of the fact that maybe Metro needs to, because maybe they pay the employees more, or we don't really know what's going on with Metro at this time, but they got to do what they got to do. There's a lot of things need to be fixed around here,
And Deputy CFO Blair Fishburne will serve as Chief Financial Officer until Kissel's replacement is found. Well, with more people out in the warm weather, transportation officials from the District, Maryland, and Virginia are urging motorists to take care and watch out for pedestrians and bicyclists. Law enforcement agencies will be on the lookout for people not following traffic safety laws as part of a Street Smart public awareness program. Drivers failing to yield for people in crosswalks or pedestrians who jaywalk will face tickets and fines ranging from $40 to $500. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.